I manage the organic side of the farm, so I do all the growing of the crops and the management of the crop rotation on the organic side. The organic potatoes, we grow two varieties. We've got organic Vala and organic Hibba, and we plant them in March, and then we grow them on and start selling in July to different customers, wholesale customers, and then we fully harvest in September and sell them right the way through the winter.
Farringtons as a business was started in the 2003, I think it was, but we've been farming here for, well, since 1962. Was my father came here in 1962. First winter was the winter of 62-63, which was the worst ever on record, and we had snow up to there, and it was the hardest winter that a farmer could ever imagine, and that was his first year in farming. And I was 6 at the time, so quite a hard time for my father, unfortunately. Well, we've gone from dairy farming, straightforward dairy farming, because the farm was very small, and the only way you could make it pay with as a tenant farmer was by having dairy cows. And my father always said, I only have cows because I have to have cows, you know, I have to milk cows. And it's very, very hard work. When I took on, we carried on the dairy farming. We had a few more acres by then, but we did a bit of arable as well. And then in 2001, we opened the new farm shop, which went ballistic. It went really, really well. And so by 2006, we were in a position where we could actually sell the cows and support ourselves with the shop and basically arable farming. The other lucky thing was that we actually, about 2 years before, we'd started growing some organic vegetables, and on a small scale, and by 2006 we were confident enough to be able to do a lot more of that and concentrate on that rather than the cows. So we sold the cows and then went into organics in a much bigger way, and that's how we really got going. We have cattle now; they're out in the field there, but they are just young cattle being reared rather than actually, you know, milking cows. So we decided we'd go into vegetables to be able to supply the shop, the cafe, and our production. We had a production kitchen producing stuff for the shop, cafe, and other places. And if you're going into something, you either choose organic or conventional. Well, by that time, we were getting very suspicious of the sprays and everything that were being used on vegetables, because one by one they were being banned by government, or, you know, the health and safety people or whatever. They were being banned, so you think, well, I wonder how many more are going to get banned, and I wonder how safe they actually are. So we thought, we've got to buy the machinery for either conventional or organic. Well, we might as well go the whole hog, get the machinery we need for organics, and do organics full time. And so that's what we did. It was quite an easy decision to make, really. Very easy. The other thing is, our landlords are the Duchy of Cornwall, and they were very, very supportive of organic farming. Prince Charles at the time was, you know, wholeheartedly behind organic farming, and that helps when your landlord is behind you. You know, it helps give you the impetus to do it. I mean, not that there were financial incentives, it was just a mindset, really. From
field to fork, we can harvest in the morning and they'll be going out the door in the afternoon. It's that quick. Yeah, we like to get them as fresh and as healthy as we can, so they get the customers and then we get happy customers. Obviously, being organic, yeah, you get different sized potatoes in different shapes, but you know that there's no chemicals on them, and yeah, they're grown the right way in my eyes. I think being an organic producer, I think the benefits are, obviously, you're not only growing the crop right for people to eat, you're also helping the wildlife, and yeah, you're helping the whole countryside, I think, a lot better with doing it organically. The clover and the grass is very good for soil structure, and it also puts nitrogen back into the soil, and then we will plant the potato crop behind it, which has got plenty of nitrogen in the soil to make the potatoes grow nice and big and keep them healthy and strong throughout the growing period. So my message to the people out there is buy good healthy food. It might be dearer, but it's better for you in the long run.